Hello, it is July 24th, 2012. I've been doing some blogging, which actually has been really fun. And some blogging, when it's related to my daughter who committed suicide in 2008, obviously is not fun. It's not exactly the word I'd use for it. I try to make it as a pleasant experience, the blogging part and editing, as a way of just getting all this out, because I really need to, even though I've gotten all this out from outreach, Department of Education, local, regional, state, and federal authorities, all to no avail. I want to backtrack here, pre my knowledge of Callahan and Smythe. Let's backtrack to 2008. I just stumbled across a tape that I made, a phone call that I made to a local dispatcher here in Rappahannock County at the Sheriff's Office on June 4th, 2008. Now, my daughter Kelly Michelle Jenkins died on May 8th, 2008. So it was approximately a month later that between my father, my daughter, and myself, we noticed that no ambulance was on the scene on May 8th. And the confusion of first waiting 20 minutes for anyone to arrive after 911 did not work from my cell phone and from a landline. Why? I want to know. I didn't realize till speaking with someone just fairly recently just how huge a deal this is. Okay? So 911 did not work. Thankfully, I knew the number, the direct number, to the local sheriff's office. It took them 20 minutes to arrive. They're 1 mile away. And no ambulance arrived. However, on this tape that I'm about to play, the dispatcher assures me that an ambulance was dispatched on, as she calls, that day, because she didn't want to discuss May 8th. She was very quick to want to get off the phone. However, she did assure that I would get a phone call back from the sheriff. Now, that was 4 years ago. All I wanted to know, my only question, was what happened to the dispatch? Why was there no ambulance? Let maybe some people connect the dots at some point, if there's really anyone out there in viewerland who gives a shit. And if anyone watching this is watching this solely because they're out of interest, turn it off. Be a human being and turn it off. So, back to the recording that I have, and I'm going to play it for you now. And this is an outgoing call from here, June 4th, 2008, to the Rappahannock County Sheriff's Office, inquiring about why there was no ambulance. And this is the call.
Good morning, I'm Sheriff's Office. Walter, may I help you?
Yes, hi, this is Suzanne Jenkins.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just going to, in retrospect, because I've obviously been through a lot, and I was just curious, because I was reading up and researching as to the codes for EMS, and to get an ambulance here to attempt to revive, and there was none here. We all noticed that. I was just curious as to, is it volunteer, or...
you talking about that day?
Yeah, that day, yeah.
Yes, they were. They were dispatched.
Oh, they were? Well, they didn't show up.
Yeah. Yes,
There's no ambulance. No, ma'am, there was not.
Okay.
How could this slip through the cracks? I want to know.